If the person at the time, now this is for no matter where you are in your relationship, no matter if you're just before you're engaged, right? You could be getting married next week. If the person is involved in any kind of substance abuse, any type of addiction, serious addiction, right? I ain't talking about coffee, because then that will disqualify half of the world from getting married, right? Um, a serious addiction, let's say something like porn, and I know a lot of people don't see that as a serious addiction, but ladies, I am telling you from the position that I am in, counseling couples and even people in relationships, many marriages have been destroyed by um, husbands, especially who were addicted and still came into the marriage addicted to porn, looking at pornography, and trying when they get married. And this is Christian men too, right? All it happens to all men who look at porn. They try to make their wife into a porn star when they get married. They try to fulfill the years of imagery and things that they saw while watching porn. They try to reenact that in their bedroom. And I have heard ladies, many wives tell me, I want to do, the Bible say the marriage bed is undefiled, whatever, and I want to please my husband. That's what I'm supposed to do. But it has some things that he's asked me to do that I'm uncomfortable with because it's a little weird, right? And a lot of the things that men bring into the bedroom, I know this is not what this is about, but yeah, somebody might need to hear it. A lot of things that men bring into the bedroom, they actually got it from looking at porn. So if you are ladies, if you are dating someone, and if the married woman, if your husband looks at porn, um, most men look at porn to satisfy lust, right? I don't want to go into what happens when you look at porn, how you feel and all that kind of thing. I myself was addicted to porn for a few years when in my late teens, like 18, 19, right? And I know the kind of imagery and how that would affect your mind, how it affects your speech. It really warps your mind and your thinking. You would hear a simple statement and you're connected to the porn, something you heard or you know, and right? I wish that there are things, I wish I could unlearn some things I learned from looking at porn, right? It really distorts your mind. So, married woman, you might think that it's an innocent thing that your husband is looking at porn. I'm telling you, it's not. Because if he's still looking at porn, it means that there's a lust inside of him that he's still trying to fulfill. And by him watching porn, what he's basically saying is that, well, I still need to be satisfied outside of my wife. So I don't know if that's how you all look at it, but that's how I look at it. I think that's how it is. Because it's some sort of sexual satisfaction that he's getting by looking at porn, right? If you are looking at porn, you're in a dangerous place as well. Lust is not easily satisfied. It doesn't just stop. It always wants more and more. The nature of the word lust, the meaning of the word lust is like that. It always wants more. And do not be surprised if it takes your husband outside of the marriage, if he's still addicted to porn, right? So this is the third point, and we're saying any substance abuse. So if the person is on drugs, right, guys, even if it's marijuana, and I'm talking about somebody that you met who told you, I smoked marijuana a couple of times, right? Or he's, he smoked marijuana and he passed in school. And I'm talking about that. I'm talking about somebody who is addicted to marijuana. You see, an addiction is a sign of a lack of self-control. And if somebody has a lack of self-control in one area, it could spill over into other areas of their life, right? It means addiction puts you in a place where you can't stop. You want to stop and you can't stop because you're being driven, right? So it could be marijuana, it could be cocaine, it could be alcohol, guys. If it's any kind of substance abuse or addiction, gambling. Let me tell you something, ladies. I have met homes that have been destroyed completely by a gambling man. The man will gamble his entire salary. A grown man told me, he was telling me about the story of his father who used to gamble, was addicted to gambling. He said that his father borrowed money from nearly everybody in the village. So it was a known thing that Look, let's say his name is Johnny. Look, Johnny come in when we know his money, he want to borrow. So he grew up with that kind of shame in his family, knowing that his father owed everybody in their village money because he had a good job, but he was addicted to gambling, so he could gamble sometimes his entire salary in 2 days, right? So you might meet a guy who telling you, I'm going to the casino. I just going to the casino. He's go once a week or twice a week, and you find he always short on funds, but you know he's working and stuff. Ladies, take my advice. If you're not married to such a man, do not go and marry him. If you want food in your cupboard and you want pampers for your baby, do not marry a man who's addicted to gambling, right? Don't do it. If you want to be able to have a life where at least you can eat some food, because they will gamble the entire. Some people, they gamble their whole fortune away. It's a serious addiction, right? So addictions, porn, whatever it is, substance abuse, red flag, right?